Seattle, Washington. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Go hold, boy. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. Oh, no.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
He's going to take off with it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
For another Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
Wilson forced out to his left. He's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Solid finish to a solid opening drive. And that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11 out of 11 football. Because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
James on the return.
The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year at New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A 10-yard loss.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Returnable here from the 38. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
To Chris Carson. That's
a 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DJ Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And the 1st drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that 1st drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the 1st one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Samuel bringing in the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers, and now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
Mostert, and he drops the ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, certainly it appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. Now it's Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
7 yards there and a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Garoppolo's
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Now it's Lockett. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
32 yards.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Wilson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Will Disley.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DJ Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He was back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On the tackle.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Garoppolo's pass.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, 54 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1. Being chased out left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's James. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the 49er first down.
Garoppolo on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Complete to George Kittle.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game? Or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his second straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
14-14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, look at the juke. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10.
We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's now
The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, 49ers 14.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Mostert, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo, open man is born. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Number 31.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 75 yards.
First down.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And his kick is right through. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now James returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it's 4th.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable for Lockett. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He'll try and run it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson buying time to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, 74 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he's got it up and through. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's James. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now, he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
He's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
His pass caught at the 4. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are back within a score. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Garoppolo's pass.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
By San Francisco.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Wilson's pass.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Brings up third.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. He was unable to on that attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
41, 49ers 28.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Now James returning. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, this time complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Quandre Diggs.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 45-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DJ Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Double dog, that's the way.
Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Chris Carson. 2 yards on the pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
7-yard line.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And this one's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
For the field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and that will come the offense as they take over. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Chris Carson.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
Garoppolo's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Gotta be patient, baby. Just gotta be patient.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. Back and forth, we went in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's James. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made by Rasheem Green.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. For that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They wind up getting 16, but even that's that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Wilson not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw again is Wilson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass intended for George Kittle. Incomplete.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will cut the lead down to 13.
49ers 31.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And the yardage just continues to pile up. We're still in the 3rd quarter. He's had a heck of a game.
Keep your calculator handy because these numbers are skyrocketing. Loving watching what he's doing right now because, what do we call it, in the zone?
Yeah, he's in the zone.
I think he's in the zone plus right now. Everything is like a laser.
See if he can stay. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 47, 49ers 31.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Now James returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 14.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Field goal is good. Makes the score Seahawks 47, 49ers 34.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Just a 25 5-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
10-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Garoppolo finding Kendrick Bourne there. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today's NFL, I wouldn't want to play defense. Too many great receivers and guys who are accurate who can get them the ball. We've seen the result. Days like this one.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. That time a 6-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawks offense now getting set to go again. And I'm just wondering how many yards is he going to throw for? We're only in the 3rd quarter. He's just throwing for a ton.
You have your abacus here?
My what?
Your abacus?
I thought you said like Atticus Finch.
No. We're not getting that deep. But counting this up, we might need a few extra people in here because the yardage he's piling up, the way that he's playing, it's a lot of fun to watch. I can't wait to see what he does next.
We'll see what he does here on this drive. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Taken down back.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Garoppolo on first down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was taken down by Bobby.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now it's Lockett. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 6 yards left on second down. There's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, he's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 30 yards there. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Now Wilson, and he fends him off. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now 13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
41. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's James. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10. At their own 27.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second and 10 now from the 27. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
Plays and out. It's 4th down.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 42-yard line. That
first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Carson. No gain on the play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game, but why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go.
On 1st down, Wilson. A little 360. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he's going to go down again. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20!
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off at the 36, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll look to throw right away. He's going to take off with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
On the tackle.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. Myers' kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16.
Makes the score Seahawks 57, 49ers 41.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And the 49er hands team does its job.
The onside kick recovered by San Francisco.
Here we go. 80!
Mike 50, Mike 50.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
It's a
2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
Complete.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Samuel out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass incomplete. Intended for Raheem Mostert.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Garoppolo again. And that is incomplete. Garoppolo.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
San Francisco.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5, and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson, buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.